I remember, well, you could walk down Gay Street and virtually every storefront was boarded up. Now we're having a real renaissance.
Those first few years after 6 o'clock was a little slow, but as we did more to program the square and created more demand, the evenings got better and better. Now we probably do as much business, if not more, in the evenings than we do during the day.
So we've definitely seen a lot of changes. More people are parking down here and walking around, and I think with more shops coming in, I think it's definitely it's changing in a way that, you know, we're all excited about.
There are so many parking spaces. I mean, there are plenty of garages. They're all close, and the majority of them are all free in the evenings.
It's amazing how committed the city is to downtown. The city can do a wonderful job of taking care of the owner's needs, but also the residents, and it's really impressive how much they care about making downtown successful.
The streetscaping projects that we've seen in the city over the last year or two are really fantastic. The walkability of everything, you can bicycle almost anywhere.
It definitely encourages people to come down here and lets people know that it is pedestrian friendly.
People, you know, when they come to visit, they're very surprised at the level of activity in the city and the quality of the activity in the city. You know, certainly the number of concerts and cultural events that are going on downtown far surpasses most cities of this size. I'm tempted to say all cities of this size. One of Knoxville's strengths have to do with the theaters, you know, the Tennessee Theater, the Bijou Theater, the movie theaters. And so those three things alone can put 2,000 or 3,000 people on the streets of Knoxville any given night. And those people want to eat at restaurants, they want to go shopping, they want to have a drink before or after the show.
With all the restaurants that are downtown, and many of them are on a wait, so what better thing to do when you're on a wait than walk around and shop?
Because the activity is steady and organic, it gives businesses the foundation on which to have a really dependable clientele.
We've had an increased number in tourism, visitors from not only other people just coming to see Knoxville, but also we have wonderful conventions here, and having that outside traffic certainly bolsters our sales.
You know, people ask us that all the time, like, who is your target customer? And what's so fun about being down here is that, you know, they're all over the board.
It's not necessarily people who live in this area. Like, I think that the Old City kind of brings people from all over.
So we get the college students, we get their parents when they come into town, we get the workers that are down here. You know, it varies. So there isn't one specific age that, you know, is always in our store. We tend to not have difficulty finding employees down here. I mean, most of our employees are UT students.
There are a number of other cities out there who are great cities and have a lot going on, but they're envious of that downtown residential population because that creates a certain culture.
People that live downtown and around downtown, they're really excited that it's doing so well, and they're very supportive. They want businesses down here. So when I go shopping, I want to be inspired by the buildings, by the spaces.
The architecture is what really sets apart downtown Knoxville from really all the other spaces throughout Knoxville. If you really want to open up something unique and different, you have these 100-year-old buildings that you can do something really interesting with.
I feel like once people get in the door and they really see just the uniqueness of the Old City and the architecture and the buildings and the history behind it, it really encourages them to want to come back, to really want to just spend their time here.
There are very few vacant spaces, and they don't stay vacant for very long, so don't wait.
This character to our city, I think, is really special.
I really love being a part of the growth of downtown Knoxville, and I can't imagine having businesses anywhere else.